Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke,
And my name is Hank.
and we're going to be checking out episode 6 of Andor. What a festive evening. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. We really like this series, right?
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Let's get after it.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Port, steer guard, Rima trade route.
It is always interesting to see cities and be like, man, that looks real Terran.
It looks super Terran. This has
You're late.
Millennium Falcon
Yeah.
look to it.
We had a spot inspection coming out of Gorman.
I don't
That
know
sounds
if
cool
it
as hell.
is a
That was so cool.
It is cool. I don't know if it
Set
is.
for Coruscant.
I think it's called a Carillion ship.
Calculating for Coruscant. Calculation complete.
That looks like a privateer 2 ship, right, Hank?
hmm
They should bring back those kinds of games. Those games are fun as fuck.
That's what a Star Citizen is, dog.
They want to hijack an Imperial transport to prove something that everybody already knows is true. Who's gonna care about it?
The Empire will care about it.
Exactly. In a place where they know nothing about fighting, they'll be crushed.
They're finally wanting to do something. You tell them to be careful.
Are we going to see them pull up
Doesn't matter to you, does it?
to Coruscant?
Doesn't matter. Gorman in play. A
Gor-
new front line against the Empire? A chance for that. That's a triumph.
He
You're
knows.
thinking small. You're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader. Think about a planet like Gorman in rebellion. A planet of wealth and status.
He knows. He's willing to sacrifice that
If
planet.
it goes up in flames.
It will burn
See,
very brightly.
very, very brightly. He
Mhm.
knows. The thing about what they're
Let's
dealing
keep
with,
this
though, right now is they don't know why the Imperials are there. The Imperials are there for the power source,
Yeah.
and they don't know. So, are they going to get that information from our man on the ground, our Imperial guy on the ground? Why are the Imperials actually on Gorman? And spoiler alert, they're going to get massacred. Oh, it's old girl. It's the senator's sister.
friends?
Why do you ask?
I'm curious by nature.
I have friends everywhere.
Yeah, and now we don't run the risk of that guy running into Andor.
That's right. Oh my gosh. What an apartment hallway. Old girl's going to be strung out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do. Oh.
Was she even there?
Oh, she's there. She's strung out on the ground with a gun in her hand.
I had a feeling you were on your way.
Here we go. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Except for it's going to abruptly stop because he's going to be like, are you strung out?
My question is with that kind of drug, would he not get some sort of sensation of it?
Look at this
Maybe.
place. You cleaned it up.
We're here, might as
Oh,
well.
cleaned it up.
Yeah, the
Mm.
flowers.
They're expensive, but they are beautiful. He came after you left. Didn't realize how shabby the place looked.
What? He came?
Yeah, he was gonna ask me for a weapons appraisal, but he changed his mind.
Go out on your own? He waits for me to leave. He comes when you're alone.
He changed his mind, so
I rode back with him this afternoon. He never mentioned it.
it happened.
I know it happened, Biggs. That's not what I'm saying. What is that? He knows you need a rest.
I would have gone if he asked.
That's not the point. He's so pissed off he's not gonna tell me. He has to know we're having this conversation. He doesn't do anything without a reason.
The spy going off in
Maybe
his
he just
head.
wants us to waste our time talking about it.
Maybe.
I mean, he's the appropriate level of paranoid.
That leaves Senator
Was.
Rhodey, Senator Plata, Dana Scar. We can't possibly
Yeah.
name them all.
He is super paranoid all the time.
If we skip the Gervin banquet, then we could just about make the whole night work.
We can't leave skeletons, are they?
No. We'll finish there.
Why is that difficult?
It's tough squeezing a whole year's worth of insincerity into 3 nights.
Believe that.
I hope he's a good guy. If he's a bad guy, it'll be whatever. But like,
That's a cool car. I think he's just a politician.
yeah,
He's just playing the sides that he thinks he should. Is this our friend Andor? Is he showing up to the front door? Yo, what if you walked into a fight and someone was holding those gloves with spikes on them and uh-oh.
It was the very first thing. You come to the house and you mess with Biggs. You mess with her behind my back.
You realize what you're putting at risk right now?
You help me work this out.
Thank you for the medallion. Coming all this way.
cool door.
Cool door. You know why it's like that? Shoplifters.
I'm counting on you to keep watch on these idiots.
An honor, sir.
Really? It's an assignment. Calibrate your enthusiasm.
Yes.
We'll have a brief sent down.
He said, tone it the fuck down. It's fine, dude. It's just a job.
You're taking the lead on this. Why did I say that? Fill me in after you've read the brief.
What?
Man, that cat's smooth.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be have his name on it.
I think he should have a pipe. He looks like a gent with a pipe. Like,
We have probably seen him in some form or fashion with a bowler hat on and a pipe.
yeah, for sure. Nothing more obvious than what that guy's carrying. Oh, that's a girl. My bad.
Think she's alive.
You've brought the fuses.
More than enough.
Man. They're gonna get set up.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
better look at it tonight.
Like everyone on Gorman's getting set up here.
And the crew? Whole thing. If we don't like it, we walk. I told Luthen that I would only take this assignment if you were on it.
Aw.
You're the only reason I'm here.
Aw. They're both gonna die.
Yep.
You-
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not in the movie.
I told him not to
Mhm.
tell you. I knew you'd worry.
What happened?
I'll tell you about it someday. It's been a long year.
Yeah, I was
I had
wondering
to
how
rest
many
up for a while.
assignments there was out there.
Quite a while.
You know what I mean?
I had time to think.
They're just hanging out at a coffee bar.
Should know.
Luckily, there's no space wizards able to
I thought
listen
about
across
you.
the bar.
Not currently. Oh, old girl. Do you think she knows that her boyfriend's getting set up?
Yeah.
Or is she about to find out? She's about to find out right here. Why else would they be having a
Our
conversation?
friend in Gorm.
He's just reached out, sir. There's an ISB field agent on site. They believe a rebel attack is imminent. There's been a rapid increase in local activity.
And the shipments are running smoothly.
Yes, sir.
You walk a very narrow path, Tetra. Cyril must never know what this is all really about.
Don't what?
Don't talk. Don't think.
Just
Do as you are told. If you can't manage that, you don't belong here.
bitch.
The reason you're being put there is for a reason.
The staging
that's a
area
problem.
feels right.
It's
There should
it's
be just
super
enough
important
time
they had to
between
get
the
Andor off
transports
the
to do
planet.
what we need to
Hank,
do.
you were right.
Yeah.
Because when
Tell me
this
about the
fails, he
neighborhood.
can't be there.
3 families here, another 2 at the back, both with children.
This building is empty at night, but there is 5 units here. 2 in front, 3 at the alley.
This is like from season 1
We control these rooftops.
when they built the model
Most of them.
and
Built the
stole the
model
gold.
by-
And we can
by
always
hand.
look
And
at
stole the
hours.
gold. Yeah.
We're here because you've never done anything like this. I can't stress this enough. You're all
Blow
going
it
to
up and
need
put it
to
in the
respect the
underground.
chain of command. Cinta and I will have blasters. Nobody else. And I mean nobody. We will drop the carrier. We'll drop it and cover you
Yeah.
for 6 minutes
They're
after
gonna
that,
drop
but
it,
we
the
do not
the carrier
go
into the sewer.
unless everyone
That's
here
their
agrees
plan.
to do exactly as they've been told. If that's not possible, this would be the time to say so.
You mean now?
Can't do that.
Right now.
Do what?
When are you planning to do this?
Tomorrow night. Intelligence gets stale. You might be too late already.
True.
Small red is.
I like the sweater with the bracers that guy was wearing. I mean, he's in good shape, you know. He's a tall, handsome dude. But I think I could pull it off. Boy.
Yeah, he would be dead tired.
Oh yeah. Doing a 2-day trip, I think, is tough.
It's flashy. Whatever the mission is, I'm coming. Do you hear me?
Hey. Hey. You'll come with me.
Better get some rest. Don't be doing this. Uh-oh. Can't be staying up all night. Like, what are we doing here?
All night long.
Oh, right,
My
Lord.
life and honor
Oh,
Welcome back to
Dude.
the Senate.
for the peace and bounty of
that was what it was like when we went to the tour of the Capitol building. There was just random people just walking around all over the place, different looking people from different states and whatever. Back at the Avengers Tower.
Yeah. That is exactly what that looks like. Let me stand up in my car real quick.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. Have you ever stood up in the floorboard of your own car? Maybe like when we were kids.
Yeah, maybe when we were kids in the 15-passenger van.
Oh,
how are you?
Traveling,
They just,
traveling
this is
seconds.
Organa. It's a different actor. It's not Jimmy Smith.
Don't tell me you've left poor Brer up there all alone.
No, we had to split up to cover the rounds.
That's this guy.
True
Okay,
Stellan.
I'm glad they picked this guy.
We almost did that, but
Not
He's a good
tonight.
replacement.
No, your family now.
TV's Jimmy
We're in
Smith.
for the show.
We always do
Good
that.
luck with it.
That's Bail Organa. He's
Yep.
yeah.
I'm happy that he was there. I was wondering if they were ever gonna have a flash of him, since he too is a Coruscant.
Imperial security protocol.
He
I
needs
need
to be
all
part of.
personnel to exit the control center immediately.
He
for
needs to be
security
part of
reasons.
the next few episodes.
Apologies for any inconvenience.
Like, we're only a few episodes away from putting Leia on a ship.
There you are.
Mom Mothma likes herself
Yeah,
some
I
drink.
guess Leia's old by now. Like
Like
she's
12 probably. 14.
16.
Yeah, she's an early teenager probably. Because we're what? 3 years away from the battle?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If it were me, you'd blow a hole big enough and you drop the tank
just set
into
him
a
up now.
container and then take the container off.
Are we on schedule with the
That's what they're
targeting
gonna
ship?
do.
You wouldn't just
Yes,
steal
sir.
the thing. You would drop
We're
it
all
into
set
something else, and like a train container or something. You think that's what they're gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
How do they seem?
They're on time.
She does a good
Be
job
careful
walking
not
like
to-
a badass. The girl on the left.
Yeah.
She got a good I'm a badass walk. I've had one of those drinks before. We called it Smurf piss.
This is actually better than my fantasy. Soak it up. We'll never be
They're
back
at
here
the
again.
party too.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
How did you two get in here?
They're essentially redcoats.
We come every year. Partagas had an emergency and tossed us the invite. Where's your buddy?
Oh, he'll be here.
Hank.
What are we drinking?
Short dude's gonna get
Coolest, And
used.
they're amazing.
He's the one
Mhm.
who's gonna get
What?
accused of breaking the thing and stealing the communication device. Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's turning out to be a pretty good episode.
The grandiose size of it. Meanwhile,
Repeat. We're up
communication between like it's intimate.
Everyone take your positions and be ready. Vas-y, chou.
How many of the rebels have guns on them, do you think? On Gorman. Just the two women said we're the only ones with guns. But there he is. Cyril, our boy.
Conversation. Your friends will think we're flirting. There's no harm in that, is there?
Are you out of your mind?
Do as I say, and everything will be fine.
Target is en route.
Yeah. Do as she
I'm happy
says.
that-
Everything will be fine.
I'm happy that we get to see exactly how bad Coruscant is.
We always like to feature something fresh to
But
the
they all do a
collection
party.
up front, and
Mm.
this is our latest addition. And the Miracle Man, who helped secure this very special piece, is actually here with us tonight. Director Krennic, Luthen Rael.
Oh,
pleasure.
Pleasure.
Kanyor. Senator Mothma, Perrin Further, I'm sure you've met before.
Oh, yes, I've been a guest at her committee several occasions.
How pleasant to see you free of the witness stand.
What a festive evening this is.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is she about to get shot? Six minutes.
They've done it. The carrier's down. Repeat, the carrier is down.
So they're not letting it go into the sewer.
Okay.
There's only 3 like it that we know.
I knew I had to do something with the necklace.
What if there's no weapons in there?
Okay,
Oh, there are weapons. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so chuck and verify.
They had to have weapons, right? Because
The rebels, they need weapons.
well, If this was the
That's what fuel
final,
carriers for.
if this was the final episode, maybe there's no weapons in there. But since it's like this middle episode,
You remember we said we need them to halfway be successful and then
Don't run.
utterly fail.
yeah,
Smooth
right.
is faster.
It's stuck.
They're offloading.
Uh-oh.
I counted at least 6.
I hate when it gets stuck inside.
Using spillway tunnels. They're moving quickly.
Uh-oh, it's
Quelque
Cyril.
chose fait wrong.
Là. T'impliques ta sœur in Bulgash? Oh, bah non.
No, I thought it was Cyril. That'd been awesome.
I was gonna say, no way she's about to show up.
Shift right.
They're almost here. I'm walking your way.
Do as I say.
I'm so stressed out.
They didn't check the last ones if they had
You seem
guns.
fixing. Hold it steady.
Oh, jeez. That would be so loud if she was really manhandling it like that, bleeding.
Drina?
Let's go.
Not
Last
to
few
bleed
boxes.
from.
And
She's
what
not
if there's
here.
blood on the floor when she walks out?
We're not waiting. We have a minute.
I'll clean up the fuses.
Help them finish.
11 dudes that are in the container. Like the driver.
Don't bring a...
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
De l'ambiguisme? C'est le mot binor et balor. Balor.
Petit déguisement. Donne-moi la station, le balcador, t'es petit fausse caquette.
Talam de Kieketrel.
Alors,
Game. Blouses.
Shots fired.
One shot.
Told you not to bring a blaster. Oh, she's hit.
Oh.
Oh God, no.
No.
You got to get her out of there. You can't leave her in the street. Shot in the heart
She's
on
not from the
accident.
planet.
Yeah, you got to get her out of there. Like, you got to get her into the sewer right now.
So far, this guy has better accuracy than every stormtrooper in the original trilogy.
He's a better shot than every stormtrooper.
And come in loud. Make sure they know we're on the way.
Sad day.
I mean, it'd be this guy, but at least the senator's cousin didn't get killed. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Look at me. Look at me. I need help. We have to go. Okay, we have to go.
I can't take it. Ça smoke. Loris.
It's not his fault either. Well, he shouldn't have brought a blaster.
Should have brought a blaster. He told her not to. Can't follow instructions.
Why didn't they tell this dude they were doing it? Because they were agreeing, basically. Like, he doesn't like the Emperor.
Yeah. He doesn't like oppression, and the second he had a blaster, it was...
You read by touch. Your hand. It's from a planet where blindness was considered a gift.
Oh, wow. So we can all think of some people who'd be right at home.
Feel free to touch. I often find myself wandering by and closing my eyes to wonder at another world.
How are they going to know it's a fake, though? Like, why were they in such a worry to get it out of there? I mean, I know the timing had to be right, because that was the only time they could actually be in the room, is while he was in the room during the celebration.
Come on. We have to go.
Well, they didn't get caught. I thought they were going to get caught.
Nope, it's not the end of the show yet. One of them had to die. Now they're going to have a Is it worth the risk moment?
You'll make up for this forever.
Oh, I hope he does. I don't want him around. Doom, doom,
What fun.
You're welcome.
My face hurts from smiling.
Complain all you like at work.
We should have killed Krennic while we were up there.
That's the spirit.
They should have killed Krennic while they were up there, actually. He was right there.
Yeah. It just means that they would have gotten one more violent.
Yeah, like Governor Tarkin. Tarkin would have. Oh, right. This guy's getting his own division. We hate this guy.
Get in the chair.
I know you.
Get in the chair.
How do I know?
It will only feel like forever.
He deserves this. I don't know why I'm smiling, but I'm smiling.
I mean, he does deserve it.
He deserves it.
Always happy to see a what would you say? Damaged woman.
Oh,
ooh, yeah.
No one.
Cold.
You're right. No one is allowed
Cold.
near.
Damn right. That's it. He's right there. Yep. Now they can lead Coruscant. Ooh.
The light was blinking. When the light was blinking, that's what they were talking about.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Now they're gonna have to now they're gonna have to go to the planet to replace her.
Yeah. So where did we leave all this? Gorman is still up in the air. Because
they've officially done their first heist to arm their rebel group.
Well,
and they let it happen. Again, they're trying to make them succeed so that they can use them as example to fail.
The spies
to the rest of the Spectre.
Yeah.
Sector.
We need like a Boston Tea Party. It's not the same like coincidence, but you need something so as to show, because in the Boston Tea Party the anti-imperial people, the colonists, they dress like Indians.
Yeah.
Like you need something that's flamboyant, big, brash, and you need it to happen so that the Empire will
see it and be worthy of seeing it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it needed to be a planet like Gorman, right? They couldn't have done it on Coruscant. Tatooine isn't big enough.
Planet.
Yeah, something where their export is super, super valuable, and where the Imperials
to make every other planet fall in line.
Right, but the Imperials, our rebels still don't know what's on Gorman. They still don't have any clue. And then, we still haven't seen where Saw Gerrera goes, right? We saw Saw Gerrera go off in his ships and they breathed in that weird dust, the smoke or whatever. Man, this is such a good show.
Mike. Yeah. I can't wait to see where this goes and how this leads up into, Rogue One. That's what it's leading up into. So.
Big question. Are they going to jump into, is it going to, in episode, because this is episode 6, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In episode 7, is it going to say 2 years till the Battle of Yavin?
I think it would be a great point to jump to. I think the idea is that they're going to jump, and it's going to be the two of them. They just left Coruscant. They're going to be going to Gorman to help her out with the rebels. Now that they're armed, they're actually worthwhile of doing. But because they weren't armed, they weren't worth doing, and Andor is going to have to be dealing with training them and doing all that stuff to make them that fighting force.
I don't know that that's going to happen. I think Gorman is going to be a massacre. I think the Imperials are going to massacre Gorman. And this was their reason why. We just saw it. So, like in episode 7, we'll see some sort of remnants of the rebels who just stole all those Gorman people who just stole all those guns. We'll see some like a chain reaction, and in episode 7, we'll see this massacre happen, right? That triggers Mon Mothma to become who she is. And Bail Organa. That the only reason they showed him in this episode was to say, "Hey, we're going to show you more of him."
They're connected. Yeah.
He's going to be part of the next one. Because like I said, this was 3 years before the Battle of Yavin. Leia's 15, 16, 17, right? In
like
episode 4. The Empire will not sit still for this. When they hear you've attacked them, don't act so surprised, Your Highness. You know what I mean? So, I don't anticipate seeing Leia, by the way. I don't think we should. She's not a part of this story. She's a part of Rogue One. Let's leave her at Rogue One. Do you think we'll see Darth Vader?
No, because he is focused on the development of the Death Star.
I think he's got a lot
And
going on.
And I mean, I'm trying to think if he would still have any Inquisitors or anything like that active. My question is, I know I can never remember this from the new movies. Is this one of the planets that gets destroyed by Starkiller Base?
Or by the Death Star? Or by
Well, not by Death
Starkiller
Star.
Base, like in episode 7?
Starkiller Base ends up destroying 5 planets.
So in the story, Starkiller Base blows up the new capital that's no longer Coruscant after episode 6 to show the power. Anyway, look,
Okay.
I think there's a lot of questions here.
Yeah.
We still have 6 episodes left. We're gonna have to watch these.
6? Oh, I thought it was just 3. So we're going all the way up to 12?
Yeah. Yeah. There's
down for
3
it.
more episodes. And then tonight's Tuesday, the 13th. This is the final. There's 3 episodes that are dropping today at 9 p.m. So, I'm in. It's good. This is a great series. Like, this season is super
they've done
good.
great work with it for sure.
Super good. All right. We're going to leave it right there. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate your time. Hank, do you have any final words?
I do not. Great episode. Definitely need to check it out. Keep watching. And after all, later, taters.
All right. We'll see you guys.